Everybody, and welcome to our review today. We are going to be reviewing graphing. You can tell by this. So this thing is pretty cool because we can choose what we want to do and it goes to that section. It's so neat. All right, so we need to figure out what kind of graphs are we going to do? Are we going to work on pictographs, which you can tell are the pictures? Are we going to use tally marks, which are the lines with the dot with the crossover? Don't confuse these with 10 sticks. These are tally marks, so it's a little bit weird. Or a bar graph. I think we're going to work with bar graphs today. So I'm going to click on that, and that's not a bar graph. Hey, not cool. All right, let's try again. All right, look at that. It's magic. Okay, so this is a bar graph. And there's questions here. We could click on it to get the speaker to say it, but I'm right here, so I'm going to say it. Even before we look at the question, I want to look at the graph. Can you point to the title of this graph? Yeah, just like in a book, graphs have titles too, and they're up on top. The title of this graph is Favorite Toy. All right. Look at the numbers, how it's labeled here. Here are the different toys. There's video games, stuffed animals, balls, and dolls. Then the numbers down here tell you how many people. And the bar, when it stops at the number, you can follow the line down. Okay, so our question is right away, super tricky, right? We're going right to the hard stuff because you know how many people like stuffed animals. Right? 1. You know this skill. This skill is pretty easy for you. The how many more ones, that's where it gets tricky. All right, so this question is, how many more like balls than stuffed animals? Okay, so let's start with how many liked balls. Show me with your fingers, how many people liked balls as their favorite animal? All the way, go to the end. And what number did we end at? 4. So I'm going to write 4 down because I'm showing you one way how to do it. Short form. All right. So balls, then stuffed animals. So now let's look at stuffed animals. How many people like stuffed animals? 1. So we have 2 different numbers. We have 4 for balls and 1 for stuffed animals. Now we can figure out how many more by doing 2 different things. So we can compare, right? They both have 1. Wait, do they both have 2? No. So how many extra do balls have? How many more? 1, 2, 3. So the balls have 3 more because it goes 1, 2, 3 more numbers. But another way to do it, because sometimes they're so far away you can't see it, we can subtract. How many more or how many less? You can always use subtraction. So what is 4 minus 1? Absolutely, right? We have 4, take away 1. You got it, 3. It's the same answer as we got when we're counting and comparing. So I'm going to click on 3. Absolutely. Hey, little explorer. What's next? Which toy is liked the least? What does least mean? The smallest, right? Which one is liked the least or has the smallest number? Let's see. Let's look at each one. Video games has 2. Stuffed animals has 1. Balls has 4. And dolls have 3. So which one is the least? Stuffed animals, you are correct. Yay, great job. Your explorer spotted a long-necked dinosaur. Ooh, very cool. I think it's a Brachiosaurus. All right, how many in all? What sign is that gonna tell you to use? How many in all chose stuffed animals and balls? Right, show me with your arms or your fingers. What does that mean? What sign are we going to use? Are we going to use the minus sign or are we going to use the plus sign? So either plus or minus. What are we going to use? How many in all show stuffed animals and balls? You're right. We are going to use our plus sign. So we need to figure out stuffed animals and balls. So show me with your fingers. How many stuffed animals are there? One. Plus, right? Remember, we're adding. How many balls? Good job. 4. Can't forget my equals. So how many in all show stuffed animals and balls? You are right. Super smart math brains. Great job. A bag washed up on the beach. All right. Ooh. Instead of how many more, they are asking us how many fewer. All right. Remember, we can solve it the same way as how many more, though, because it gives us the same answer. Let's read the question. How many fewer chose video games than dolls? All right, so we're comparing video games with the dolls. So how many people chose video games? Good job, 2. How many people chose dolls? 3. All right, so we could look and compare, but it's hard because look there's stuffed animals and the balls are in the way. We could look, we know video games has 2 and dolls has 3. So let's see, they both have 1. They both have 2. Do they both have 3? No, they don't. So how many extras are there? Just 1. Let's see if we get the same answer. So I have 2 and 3. I told you we could subtract. Wait a second, when you subtract, what number has to come first? The biggest. Is the biggest first here? It is not. So we have to write the biggest number first and then subtract the smaller number. Is 3 minus 2? Right, 1. And that's exactly how we solved it over there. 1. Great job. A 3-horned dinosaur sits and watches your explorer. I wonder, that's a triceratops. What are they going to do? All right, here's another bar graph, but look what they did. They switched where the pictures are and where the numbers are. And it's important to know how to read both because graphs can be put in different directions like that. I'm erasing my board. All right, so let's explore. The title of this is How Students Got to School. Let's see, oh, scooter, a car, a bus, and walking. How do you get to school? A lot of you, it's either bus or car, right? I don't know anybody who rides to school on a scooter. Right at our school. All right, and it goes up to 5 students. Let's see, scooter, 2 people. The car, 3 people. Read it the same way. The bus, 1. We follow the line all the way over. Then walkers, let's see, 5 people walk. Okay, how did students get to school the most? Remember, most means the biggest. So which one has the biggest number? Which one has the most students voting for it? You're right, walking, because we can tell it goes all the way up. It's more, right? The bar goes up more and higher, and the number is bigger too. So walk. Ooh, great job. Your explorer found a compass in the bag. Let's keep going. Okay, how many more? Do you remember what that means we have to do? How many more walked than rode the bus? All right, so we have walk and bus we're comparing. So because they're next to each other, it's going to be easier to look and see, right? compare them. Do they both have 1? They do. Do they both have 2? No. So how many more walkers are there? Let's see, because this is the same. So we can't count those because they both have 1. But walking has an extra 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if it works the same way by subtracting. Okay. How many walkers do we have? Good. And how many bus riders do we have? All right. So what number is going to go first in our subtraction sentence? The 5 or the 1? The 5, because the biggest number has to go first. So we have 5 walkers minus 1 bus rider equals how many? Yes, our 4. It's the same way. So no matter which way you do it, you're going to get the same answer. Great job. Your explorer starts to head towards a tree. Ooh. How many got to school by scooter and a car? What sign do we have to use when it has the and? Show me with your fingers or your arms. How many got to school by scooter and a car? Right, we're adding. So let's find the 2 numbers that we have to add, scooter and car. So how many scooter riders do we have? Nice job, you're right, we have 2. Because and means to add, how many car riders do we have? You got it. So how many got to school by scooter and the car? Nice job. Equals 5. Can't forget my equal sign. Nice job. Let's see what happens next. Great job. Your explorer finds a crate hidden behind the tree. What's next? Ooh, I like this question. Which way to get to school was used by 3 students? So which one has 3? I'm erasing my board. I want you to look at that graph. All right, so we could look at each one and figure out which one was used by 3, or we can go right to the 3 and see which one stops at the 3. Does a scooter stop at the 3? No. Does the car stop at the 3? Yep. Does the bus stop at the 3? Nope. Does the walk stop by the 3? Nope, it is the car. Boop. Nice job. Your explorer finds a gold cup in the chest. Off to find more adventures. You have finished. Excellent job. All right. So now there is an exit ticket with your graph, with a graph on it. I want you to work on, well, it's a Google slide. So you're going to actually make your own graph. All right. You're going to make your tallies and you're going to put them there. And then you're going to answer the questions that it has. And you're going to move the things. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. You're going to like it. All right. Make sure you hit submit. That way I can see what you did. And that way your teacher can see what you did. Because we love to see your work. All right, friends, it was wonderful seeing you today. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and we will see you again on Monday. Bye.